Hi, Gemini. This is Just with your July 20th, 2020 weekly reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far, Gemini. Little confusion is what I see here. Some of you might be headed to court. You might be dragging somebody else into court, or vice versa. Somebody could be dragging you into court. I feel when it comes to, you know, life is really becoming real for some of you. It's like a reality check, big time. Your hopes and dreams, to some extent, the ideal of what you thought life was going to be, it's like, no, this is not, this is my reality, not what I was dreaming, not what I was anticipating. And when it comes to career, some of you, a place where maybe you called home for a while, that's changing. Either you're leaving, or you're losing a job. You're having to move. So for some of you, there's like a transition that you're making, and you may be leaving your job as well. And it kind of is like bittersweet, because if you have to move away from some place that you called home, something that you did for a long time, some place where it was very stable, you liked it, it worked for you, and you're like, no, and it may not be right this second. It may be like, you know what, I'm going to leave this in 6 months. I'm out of here. You're preparing to move on from one thing that you did. It's good because it kind of, you're also leaving the drama that came with it, the toxicity that came with it. So, there's that. And I don't feel like you're even fighting. If someone wants to let you go, fine, whatever. If this isn't working out, okay, fine, okay, no problem. You're going to wait until something else comes through. Or if there was a problem at work and you guys kind of got on the other side of it, like worked it out, yeah, you're not going to bring it up anymore. You're kind of tired, I feel, when it comes to work and career and bullshit, basically, and the bullshit. You are looking for peace, like you're just wanting to be at a place of peace. Some of you could be, I keep getting strongly moving on, a physical move. So some of you could be moving, not really sure about where you're going to go. As far as if you are looking for a new home, a new house, there may be some things that you have to square away. Again, be careful of any tax liens, any outstanding judgments against you, because it may kind of come up now, and the best thing to do is to pay it. It may cost quite a bit. You and maybe if you have a partner, you guys can be getting hit kind of hard with taxes or having to pay back something, is what it looks like. But you'll be better off doing it and getting it behind you. Also, if you're looking for a property, again, the fees and all of it, like the bottom line of what it costs, is going to be a bit of a headache as well. So some of you just maybe like, I have to wait a little bit longer. And again, if you have to, then it'll be more beneficial for you. Again, I feel in the home life, some of you are having to make a decision to either fight for something, like they owe you something, they have to fix something, they owe you something. It could be fighting your landlord. Someone's trying to, isn't it kicking out? I don't feel like you're getting kicked out, but you could be. It's like, no, they have to do this, is what I get. They have to do this, or somebody's supposed to do that. And either you may have to pay, or I want my money back. And now it's like, okay, fine, I'm going to move, I'm going to leave, I'm going to go. So there's this having to move on from situations. It could be by force, because I see courthouse here. It could be by force. And also, I get very strongly child support. Going to court over child support. Some of you may be kind of sticking with someone out of fear that you're going to have to pay them child support, that the family is going to get broken up. Some of you want to be single, but it's like, it's not in my best interest to be single, that type of thing. Now, in the near future, I do feel like things will get better, okay? If there's been a little bit of stressful and frustration in the home life or with you and others, things are going to kind of smooth out. I do feel like you guys are starting something anew. And just saying, I don't want no drama. You just, I don't want the problems. However you want to deal with it, fine. Gemini is very much like, fine, okay, fine. Yeah, you want to do, okay, fine. But it's still not dealt with, right? And I feel that there's going to be some money coming in. Definitely money's coming in for some of you. So expect money improvements, money to come in. But it looks like as soon as it comes in, you're going to have to spend some money out, and then more money is going to come in too. And that money, you got money coming in. Let me be very clear. But you're going to use that money, whatever money is coming into you, you're going to use that money to move. And it may be because you have to move, or you just don't want to deal with the drama anymore. And it's like, no, I'm getting out. Yeah, a lot of these, I see everybody's moving these days. So it's a lot of moving. Some of y'all could be moving away from someone. Little do they know. Like, I'm moving. I'm getting the hell out of here by myself. I'm not taking you with me. So let's look at love. Singles. You know, you could be communicating with someone, whether this is somebody old or new. They could be promising you the world. They may look amazing on paper, or they may just be just what you want. You've always wanted this person. You always wanted to get back together. You always wanted, this type of person that you have now. You've always wanted this kind of person. But be careful. Be careful, because I feel like you could be one of an option, or you may be juggling. I get someone has options, and someone is like an option. So if you went through drama in the past with someone where they couldn't be faithful, this time around it sounds too good to be true, it may be too good to be true. You guys could be talking about all kind of stuff, like, we're going to get married, let's move in together, why don't you come move with me, and all of these pie in the sky ideas and that sort of thing. Well, I just have to take care of this stuff. Yeah, I'm in the middle of getting a divorce. Yeah, or I still have, this person is still in my life. Yeah, well, that we do talk, but we're not together. If it just sounds like, okay, all of these promises, but then it's still some unfinished something with someone, leave it alone, because you are going to get yourself caught up in a third party, maybe a fourth party, that sort of thing. And they could be dealing with someone who they can't let go, and as quickly as it starts, it'll end. And then it'll start up again. It's just this on again, off again, on again, off again type of situation. So I would be very careful. New could be great. And if it's new, they still may have unresolved issues that they got to square away. But take your time with them. You want something committed, and put your foot down. Know your value, know your worth, set your bar, and put your foot down and say, this is it. This is what I bring to the table. This is the only thing that I'm going to accept. And literally give a person the time to prove to you their true intentions, okay? Because it could be really good if the person is new. Not if somebody is coming back and they've already proven to you who they are, and that sort of thing. This is going to be the same on again, off again thing. But if it's new, they may still have someone they have to deal and take care of things with. It could be touchy because children are involved, credits are involved, that sort of thing. Give them the time, but that means you're single and they're single too. Don't allow them to woo you, because if you do, they're going to woo your pants right off of you. If you leave the door open, they're coming in and they're going to get what they're aiming for. And it may become harder and harder for you to say no, or for you to keep things just platonic while this person is going through whatever they're going through. And if you fall for it, you can find yourself now caught up in something, because what seemed like it was going to take a month is now a year later, and there's still giving you the runaround. So be careful, Gemini couples. This situation in this relationship looks to be one where things could be a bit problematic in your relationship. And I feel like somebody is taking on this in and out, in and out, in and out energy. They could be that way because it's work. They have to work. They're at a distance when it comes to work. I feel like your person is it looks like your person is changing on you. And you probably don't really understand why. It could be like, this is what they do around this time, or here we go again with them running out in the street, or it's all about them. They may not even be cheating. It may not have anything to do with that, but it's like they're more focused on work and career and themselves and what they have going on than the love that we share, right? And I feel like there's a sense of being at a crossroads of, what do we do here? What do I do? What do I want out of this relationship? Am I ready to pack my bags up and go? Because there is someone's thinking about leaving. They think about it. They may even look into it, but there's a thought of like, I think I want to leave. I don't know if I want to do this anymore. And you guys may be at a brink of, okay, disconnecting. We're not going to be together anymore, but you still have to pay A, B, and C, right? Child support, alimony. And some of you may feel like that's the only reason why someone is there, because they don't want to pay child support, alimony. But you may already feel as though the two of you are more apart than you are together. Now, there is love here on your side, and I feel like you have someone who, they like a lot of challenge. They like, they're always setting a new goal for themselves. So they're never going to truly be available as long as they have life, health, and strength, right? They'll always have something else to accomplish and someplace else that they want life to take them, because they have very lofty ideas, and they do put the work, energy, and effort to realize those ideas. So you have someone who puts more focus on what they have going on and what they need to do, and it could go vice versa, where they're a very focused person and you come in and out of their life, and here you come again with wanting to spend time, and now they're a priority. If that is the case, I do feel like you have someone who is very clear about where they stand with you, and they may be changing things up little by little. Like, you become less and less of a importance in their life, to where you may just eventually not be together. But if it is the other way, then it is a situation where you have to decide, what are you going to do? What are you going to do in this relationship? I see a good foundation here. Love, strong love that's been going on for quite some time here. But I feel like the underlying problem could be, again, we keep going through this same cycle. It doesn't change and stay good. It gets good, and then it turns into something else, and then it's bad for a while. Then it's all these promises of being good. And I feel like someone just really wants consistency here. They don't want the drama and the fighting, and someone who loves attention constantly, and somebody that's all about sex. And fire signs are very strong right now, so I guess things are really going to be kind of changing a lot in Leo season here. Some things are going to come out. I see a lot of stops and starts, and starts and stops. And, if anybody is stepping outside this relationship, you have to be careful, because somebody could definitely get pregnant, is what it looks like to me. Someone could definitely get pregnant in this scenario. And it's like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? So in the extended, we're going to look at this person. How do they feel about you, the relationship? What challenges are they having? What secrets are they keeping? How do they see you? Where do they want the relationship to go? And what will their actions be? And we're going to see the outcome of the relationship. So if you're interested in that, along with Aries through Pisces, how do they feel about you? Click the link in the description box below. If you want a personal read from me, you can click the link to my website, set something up for yourself. Or if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I'll be back very soon with another. Take care,